Hey everybody, this is TJ Watkins. Welcome to day 74 on our journey of self-discovery. Today's topic, I'm going to use an example, and this is going to be funny because this came up with a client, and we just got talking, and suddenly this blew up, literally. Have you ever shaken the Coke bottle and immediately tried to open it? Can you remember what happened when all of that gas and just blasted out of that small little opening and all that sugary, sticky liquid stuff just got all over you? And can you imagine when you didn't have anything to wipe it off immediately, then it was still sticking to you way later? This is exactly what happens when you consciously put yourself in the company of negativity. People that bitch and moan and complain about everything that is missing and wrong in their life and missing and wrong in anybody else's life. If you consciously put yourself in such an environment energetically, you will have that stickiness of that negative energy on you, and you'll take it home and you will trigger in your partner, in everybody, a little bit of conflict that wasn't there before. It's like this negativity is going into your life and looking for a feeding on everybody around you. So, great bit of advice. Do not consciously put yourself in the company of people that are traveling that unconscious. You see, many of us, we travel in this space where we are looking to please others. And so we learn not the ability to say, not to say no. And sometimes the first ability is for your ability to say no. Or to recognize beforehand, check here, I don't want to be in the company of so-and-so anymore. They drain the energy out of me. And to be that honest. And at first you'll just make some convenient excuses. And eventually someone will get the message. And that will be your kind of a low no. But other times you may just have to say, check here, I just don't want to hang out with you anymore. If you don't own the no, you will see how many people will push up against your boundaries that do not respect your no. So you better get practicing on your no. The hardest thing about slowly unplugging from old relationships that used to feed you when you were feeling less than in yourself, the hardest thing about that is that you're going to feel a sense of betrayal. Let's not say betrayal. Let's say more specifically, you're going to feel disappointed that you don't feel the same way. Kind of guilty. And we know that when we feel guilt and shame, that those are all constructs of a manipulative environment. It's what we have chosen when we were living from our not enoughness, from our fear-based self. When you live from your not enoughness, you attract people that are living from their not enoughness. You attract every relationship from their not enoughness. And they kind of have their own little energy. And this is not a space where you are not successful materially. This is a mental, psychic space. This is a mental space that I'm pointing to. I am pointing to the mental space where how many people have you known that have a lot, but it's never enough? Have a lot, but it's never enough. And you will always know when it's never enough, they're living from their never enoughness. So no matter what you do, how much you compromise, how much you give them what you want, it will not be enough. So stop. It's a waste of your time. You are trying to change something that cannot be changed by you. You are out of your lane. Give them the opportunity to go fully experience all the pain and all the sacrifice that they need to experience in order for this thing to shift them, to ask different questions, or simply to let them drown in their own victimhood. And by them drowning in their own victimhood, they will create other victims. But it won't be you, because you are aware of what is actually happening. When you are aware what is actually happening, you have to make different choices. That's your responsibility. You cannot bitch and moan about negative folks in your life if you're doing nothing to remove yourself from that situation. And there's nothing to learn. Once you have the feeling, once you know, then there's only one deal: to act. There's not more to see. It's already clear. It's already clear where this is going. This is going to go where at year 1, the same way where it's going to go year 10. It's going to be the same way in year 20. This never changes. I've been watching this pattern for 14, 15 years when I became aware of it. And I promise you, it has remained unchanged. That's the frustrating thing. So when I ask of you or anybody, clients, to practice your no, it will be the hardest thing first until it becomes your freedom song. So go practice the no. Go remove yourself from all those negative environments and see how your life changes. Until I see you again. Cheers.